Hi, I'm Paolo Russo. I'm Senior Lecturer in Film Studies, and I'm also the coordinator of the Film Studies Research Unit. I sit on the editorial boards of a few journals, for instance, the New Review of Film and Television Studies and the Journal of Italian Cinema and Media Studies. And I am also a member of the Screenwriting Research Network. As a researcher, I am interested in studying and investigating film history and film narrative, but over the years I have come to focus more and more on screenwriting studies. One approach to my research is to investigate and compare primary sources, that is script, production documents, treatments, for instance, but also formal correspondence, and but also the law provisions, for instance, concerning censorship or the funding schemes. Also, whenever possible, I try to interview the protagonists, the writers, the producers, or the development executives, or a director. This work is key to understanding the incredibly high number of factors that determine the development of any screenwriting project, for good or for worse, but also the cultural and the industrial framework that produce these works. In the last few years, this has resulted in the publication of several journal articles or book chapters. For instance, in the Journal of Screenwriting, and a chapter in Warren Buckland's book on puzzle films, but also chapters in books that were published by Peter Lang and by Routledge. I have also contributed to the upcoming International Guide on Female Screenwriters by Palgrave Macmillan. And most recently, I have edited a rather massive volume on Italian screenwriters and screenwriting in Italy. Another more recent strand of my research focuses on television drama. For instance, in the last couple of years, I have been working with my colleague Lindsay Steenberg to a transnational crime series. We hosted a symposium here at Brookes, and now we are editing a volume with contributions by scholars from several different countries. I am also currently working on how television networks such as Sky or HBO, for instance, how they develop their particular brands, their branding strategies, if you want, and how this determines the way that TV series are developed in a specific country and then are exported to become international worldwide successes. In addition to my specifically academic work, I'm also a practitioner in screenwriters myself, and apart from developing my own projects, this has allowed me to develop my own network of contacts in the industry. And I try to make my students benefit from that, and for instance, I always invite writers or directors to contribute directly to our module, to my module, by giving feedback to my students' work. And I always organize, every year I organize a number of special events. For instance, we just had a very successful one with writer-director Milcho Manceski, and we are soon going to host the 4th edition of our Careers Day. All in all, I feed my expertise in this area in the module I teach in our MA program, that is the Story Development module. My approach to teaching this module is that I try and make the student understand that developing a story is not simply a matter of being creative or artistic, but it also comes with the necessary familiarity and the ability to be conversant in a number of industry standards, technologies, professions, and practices that every writer must learn how to work with. I think this is also what our students should expect to gain from our MA, particularly those students who wish to undertake the story development module. That is a solid personal background coupled with a broad understanding of the many levels at which the industry works, which is, in my experience, also what the students usually ask me to focus the most on. Personally, I thoroughly enjoy teaching on the MA all these years, and because this has given me the opportunity to work with so many students from so many countries, cultural backgrounds and ages, and it's been a wonderful experience so far.